Testing. There we go. Testing 1 2. Just need a little more volume. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right, welcome to Redbank Valley High School, where tonight we have a doubleheader as the Bulldogs host the Wildcats of Homer Center. We're starting with the varsity girls game playing in the main gym. At the same time, the JV boys will be playing over in the auxiliary gym, and then we will switch, and we will have the varsity boys playing in the main gym and the JV girls in the auxiliary gym. Also tonight at intermission between the varsity girls and boys games will be senior night for both the varsity boys and girls teams. So we're getting ready for announcements here, so we're going to put things down to Mr. Gold as he goes ahead and gives the starting lineups for both the Homer Center Wildcats and your Redbank Valley Lady Bulldogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's game at Redbank Valley. We welcome you to Redbank Valley High School. Similar items is prohibited. Any person interfering with this contest is subject to removal from the facility. Now, introducing the starting lineups for the visiting Homer Center Wildcats. A junior forward, number 20, Justly Sharp. A junior forward, number 33, Molly Kosmak. A junior guard, number 25, Macy Sardon. A senior guard, number 22, Ayana Elliott. A senior guard, number 24, Marley Kaufman. Homer Center's coaches making the war assisted by Julie Horner, Mike Aaron, and Maggie McLaughlin. The athletic director of Homer Center is Rob Stosser. The principal is Jody Rainey, and the superintendent is Cliff Weissman. Now the starting lineups for your Redbank Valley Lady Bulldogs. A junior, number 25, Olivia Anderson. A senior, number 5, Riley Smatters. A senior, number 14, Claire Close. A senior, number 21, Madison Ford. And a senior, number 35, Katie Davis. Redbank Valley's head coach is Chris Edmonds, assisted by Michael Dawson, Kristen Huffman, and Jason Huffman. The athletic director of Redbank Valley is Matt Ball, the principal is Roddy Horner, and the superintendent is Amy Rupp. Tonight's officials are Roger Walter, Lee Kroll, and Kristen Stiglitz. Tonight's game managers are Mike Fickle and Megan Harder. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
So back here at Redbank Valley High School, where once again the Lady Bulldogs host the Wildcats of Homer Center. We are looking for a really good contested game tonight as Redbank Valley comes into the game with a record of 11-3. Homer Center comes in with a record of 11-2. Homer Center, a double-A team down in Homer City, which is just south of Indiana. A lot of the players on this basketball team were part of the volleyball team for Homer Center that made a nice run on states this year. And Homer Center is familiar with the gym up here. They've been coming up here for a volleyball scrimmage for numerous years. We played down there back in 18, and they were to come here in 19. It didn't work out. 20 was COVID. They had it. They couldn't play. 21 we had to cancel due to COVID, but they are scheduled to come up here next fall. So the tip-off, and it is Homer Center with the ball. Sardone with the ball for Homer Center. She gets it over to Elliott and back to Sardone. On the court for Homer Center, we have Sharp, Elliott, Kaufman, Sardone, and Kosmek. For the host Bulldogs, we have Smathers, Davis, Klaus, Huffman, and Foringer. And there's a three-point attempt. That is off, and it's going to be rebounded by Huffman. And she's going to look to push a little bit. And the ball is going to be stolen away by Elliott. Klaus playing defense. Shot is off. Rebound. And the second offensive rebound is up and good, and that is Kosmak. And she will go to the line. And the free throw is good. We have a lot of action going on here tonight. Is a doubleheader with the boys. Currently, the JV boys are playing over in the auxiliary gym. And then we'll switch after these games. The varsity boys will play in here in the main gym, and the JV girls will move over to the auxiliary gym. And the pass down low to Foringer. Shot is off, but there's a foul. That foul is going to be on Kosmak. That's going to put Foringer to the line. Also have senior night tonight. That will be held in between the varsity girls and varsity boys games. So anyone out here in New Bethlehem, if you're able to make it up to the gym, we have a lot of good basketball coming up here and lots of time to make it up to the gymnasium. And both shots are good for Foringer. The Bulldogs putting on a full court press. And Homer Center breaks that press, and it's going to be Kaufman. And it's in the paint. Shot is off. And it's going to be Kosmak up with the shot, and that's going to be a foul against Redbank Valley. Foul is going to be on Foringer. First shot is good. And the second shot is good as well. So now Homer Center putting on a full court press. Huffman dribbles through the double team, gets the ball over to Klaus. Klaus was trapped over along the sideline, but we end up getting a foul on Homer Center. It's going to be Redbank Valley ball. Harmon and Rarick will check in for the Bulldogs. Davis and Smathers checking out. Harmon with the ball. She dribbles left. She goes up for the layup, and it's good. And that was freshman Miley Harmon. Press put on again. Homer Center breaks that into the paint. The shot is up from Sharp. It is off. It's going to be rebounded by Klaus. She tries to get the ball up to Rarick, but it's going to be deflected, and it's going to be back in Homer Center's possession. It's going to be Elliott with the ball. Nice little cut by Elliott, but it's rejected by Huffman, and she's going to bring the ball down the right side. Takes it into the paint, tries to get the ball over to Foringer, gets her own deflection, and that's going to be up and in for Huffman. Homer Center breaks the press. They're going to take the three. It's going to be a little long. It's going to be rebounded by Klaus. It's going to be to Rarick. Rarick's going to take the three, and it is off, but it's rebounded by Klaus. Homer Center with the ball, and they'll push. Kaufman with the ball. She's looking for help, and she gets the ball over to Elliott. The three is off, and it's going to be deflected out to Homer Center since it was touched. There is no over and back call. So it's Elliott with the ball. Another deflection, and Redbank Valley comes up with that. Klaus, she gets the ball up to Harmon, and the layup is up and in. And we're going to have a foul called on Redbank. And that foul is actually going to go on Huffman of Redbank Valley. Checking into the game for Homer Center is number 15, Elena Fabin. Elliott's going to check out. Homer Center inbounds the ball. And they break the press. And it's Kaufman. She's going to go to the free throw line, and she's going to make the 15-footer. Redbank leads 8-7. Rarick from the corner. And she's fouled, and she's going to go to the line for three. So a lot of action here in the first period. That's going to be the second foul on Kosmak for Homer Center. First shot is off. Second shot is off. Brooklyn Edmonds going to check into the game for Redbank. Klaus is going to check out. Kosmak checks out of the game for Homer Center with 2 fouls. And the third one is good for Eric. Homer Center with the ball. The three is off. It's going to be rebounded by Redbank Valley. It's going to be Huffman. She's going to look baseball pass up to Harmon, over to Foringer, and the layup is good. So Huffman to Harmon to Foringer. Redbank increases the lead to 11-7. Kaufman with the ball for Homer Center. And the runner is off. It's going to be Foringer partially had the rebound, and it's going to be taken away by Homer Center and then taken back by Redbank Valley, and we're going to have a foul on Homer Center. So that's going to be Sharp's second foul. She's going to check out. Elliott's going to check back in. 4 team fouls for Homer Center and 3 currently for the Lady Bulldogs. Huffman inbounds to Harmon, back to Huffman. And the ball is going to be stolen by Homer Center, picked up by Elliott. And that is up and good for Kaufman. Homer Center still putting on the full court press. It's into Harmon. She's going to break that herself. And we're going to have another foul called on Homer Center. A foul on Fabin. That's her first, team 5th. Klaus checks back into the game for the Bulldogs. Rarick inbounds to Harmon. And the shot is off, but it's going to be Edmonds with the rebound. And we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow to Redbank Valley. Edmonds is going to inbound the ball underneath the Redbank basket. And it's stolen by Homer Center. And it's going to be Kaufman that's going to push. She's going to drive into the paint. Nice look pass underneath. And that's going to be Sardone. So that's going to tie the score at 11. Harmon breaks the press. And Foringer gets her own rebound up and in. Kaufman with the ball for Homer Center. She gets the ball over to Sardone, who gets the ball over to Elliott. Back to Kaufman. Shot is off, and it's going to be rebounded by Redbank. And we're going to have a foul underneath. Then that foul's on Homer Center. And we're going to have mass substitutions as Huffman, Smathers, and Davis check back in. Fabin for Homer Center, her second foul, as Homer Center has 3 players with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Next foul will put Redbank on the line for 1-1 for the rest of the first half. And Huffman drives and scores. Redbank up 15-11. And a 3-point attempt is up, and it is good by Elliott. Press is broke. Gets the ball to Smathers. Back to Huffman. Huffman's going to take the 3. It's going to be no good, but Klaus is going to get the rebound. She gets the ball back, and we're going to have a timeout, Red Bank Valley. As Klaus was trapped in the corner, so Coach Edmonds calls the timeout with 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Red Bank leading by a score of 15-14. Once again, it is senior night tonight. We will be doing senior night for the girls and the boys after the varsity girls game and before the varsity boys game. We got a lot going on tonight, so we're kind of running a little short up here. Mr. Gold is off doing some senior night duties, so it's just myself and the media crew. Like we said before, Homer Center comes in with a record of 11-2. Their 2 losses are to Penns Manor. They lost by 1. And they also lost a game to Richland by 8. Nice look inside. Shot is off. It's going to be rebounded by Homer Center. It's going to be Sardone with the ball. She's going to give the ball up to Kaufman. Klaus with nice pressure defense, and Huffman's going to intercept that ball. And we're going to have a foul on Homer Center. That's going to put Red Bank Valley to the line here in the first quarters. That's going to be a 1-1 as Homer Center picks up their 7th team foul. It's Cutchell's first. And the first is good. Rarick checks into the game for Red Bank Valley. Harmon checks out. And the second one is off, and it's going to be rebounded by Kaufman. Three attempt for Homer Center is going to be off, but it's going to be rebounded, and we're going to have a foul on Huffman of Red Bank Valley with a push underneath. That's going to be her second. It's going to be the team 4th. And Foringer is going to check back in. Huffman's going to check out, along with Davis checking out and Harmon checking back in. Bulldogs continue to play their 2-3 zone defense. Elliott with the ball up top. And it's stolen away, and it's going to be Rarick pushing the ball up. She gets the ball to Smathers. Over to Rarick. Rarick's going to take the deep three, and it's off, but it's going to be Foringer with the rebound. It's going to be no good. Klaus is going to take the shot. It's going to be off, and it's going to stay Redbank Valley ball. Six and a half seconds left. Klaus inbounding the ball. And we're going to have another foul on Homer Center. That's going to be on Kutchell. That's her first, team 8th, and it's going to put Harmon to the line. And the first one is off, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Homer Center ball. So we have 3.8 seconds left. Redbank leading 16-14 here in the first. Homer Center with the last half court. Oh, and it's just off from over half court. So we're going to have a 16-14 lead, Redbank Valley, at the end of one. Scoring, Homer Center in the first quarter. Molly Kosmak leads with 5. Marley Kaufman's in with 4. Elliott's in with 3, and Macy Sardona's in with 2. For Redbank Valley, leading scorer in the first period is Madison Foringer in with 6. Olivia Huffman in with 5. Miley Harmon with 4. And Kaylin Rarick with 1. We will be back here again tomorrow night as the girls host the Berries from Cranberry. That is a varsity-only contest, and it will start at 6 o'clock. So normal JV starting time, but it will be varsity only starting at 6 o'clock here tomorrow night. Also, for you wrestling fans out there, the junior high and varsity team will be heading out to Clarion tomorrow night for a 6 o'clock start. Junior high at 6, followed by the varsity. So we're going to start the second period. Shot is off from Homer Center. Huffman with the rebound, and she's going to look to push. Shot is off, but Foringer gets a rebound. Rarick's going to take the 3, and that shot's going to be off as well. Homer Center is going to push, and it's going to go to Elliott. She's going to take it coast to coast, and it's going to be up and good. So that's going to put her to the line. Elliott for a old school 3-point possibility. Foul's going to be on Rarick. That's her first, team 5th. And the shot is good. Redbank Valley pushes, and it's going to be off, but it's going to be rebounded by Elliott of Homer Center. She's going to look to push. She gets the ball up to Kaufman. Gets the ball down underneath, and that's going to be Kosmak. So we got some up and down action here. Harmon's going to slow it up a little bit. Gets the ball to Rarick down inside to Huffman. Shot is off. It's going to be Kosmak with the rebound. Homer Center is going to push. It's going to be Kaufman. Little spin move is going to be off. Off again. It's going to go almost out of bounds, but Homer Center is able to save it. And the shot is up and good. That's Kaufman. So Homer Center on a little bit of a run here. Redbank was leading by 2 at the end of 1. Foringer with the rebound. And then Klaus with the rebound. They're going to kick it out. It's going to be Rarick. She's going to take the 3. It's going to be off, but Foringer with another offensive rebound to Rarick again. And this one she's going to drill. And we're going to have a timeout, Redbank Valley. So great work underneath by the Lady Bulldogs with Klaus and Foringer grabbing 3 offensive rebounds in a row. As Redbank hits the 3, that's their first points here of the second half, as Redbank led 16-14 after 1. Homer Center started the second quarter on a 7-0 run, but Redbank with the 3 cuts the lead to 21-19. So looking ahead, we've already looked at Monday and Tuesday of this week. Looking ahead to Wednesday, as our boys basketball team will head out to Cranberry. That's a 6:15 start for JV. And then back here on Thursday, actually girls are away on Thursday as well. They're heading out to CL, and that's a 6:30 start. CL plays all their basketball games at 6:30, and that's going to be a pink out. So if anyone's heading out to Strattonville, for the Lady Dogs heading out to CL on Thursday, it is a pink out on Thursday night. JV game starts at 6:30. And we're going to have a foul underneath as Kosmak went up. It's going to be a foul on Foringer of Redbank. It's going to be her second, team 6th. Next foul puts both teams in the bonus here for the rest of the second quarter. First free throw is good, as is the second. Harmon with the ball. She gets the ball up to Klaus. Over to Rarick. Rarick's going to take another 3, and that one is drilled as well. Rarick feeling it right now. Back-to-back 3s. Homer Center getting the ball down to Kosmak, and we're going to have a travel. And we're going to have Bonanno checking into the game for Redbank, Foringer checking out. Sharp and Elliott check out for Homer Center. So we have Fabin, Sardone, Kutchell, Kaufman, and Kosmak on the court. Harmon's going to take the runner, and that's up and good. And that's going to give the Bulldogs the lead. Bonanno coming back to play good defense, knocking that ball out. Is going to stay Homer Center ball. Just a little under 5 minutes left here. Sardone up and good. That's going to give the lead back to Homer Center. And Harmon walks the ball up. That's going to stay Redbank ball. Ball was deflected out by Kaufman. Huffman's going to inbound the ball. She's going to get it to Harmon. Stolen by Homer Center. And we're going to have a foul on Redbank Valley. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to have some more mass substitution. First shot is good. So Edmonds, Foringer, and Davis will check in. Klaus, Rarick, and Bonanno will check out. And Sardone hits the second as well. Harmon walks the ball up. And Foringer underneath, and it's up and in. And we got a nice battle here going, Foringer and Kosmak. Two players playing underneath. Homer Center with the ball. They lead by 1. And it's going to go out of bounds off Homer Center. And we're going to have Kerr from Homer Center checking in. This will be her first action of the night. Sardone will check out. Homer Center's going to get the rebound and push. It's going to be Fabin. She's going to come left. Back to Fabin. She's going to get the ball over to Kutchell. We're going to have a foul on Redbank Valley. It's going to be on Edmonds. That's her first. Klaus will check in. Elliott and Sardone will check back in for Homer Center. Both teams with 8 fouls here in the first half. So it's going to put Homer Center on the line for a 1-and-1. First shot is up and good. The second shot is off, but it's going to be rebounded by Homer Center, but it's going to be stolen by Redbank Valley. Shot is up and good, and that's going to be a foul on Redbank. Sardone with the shot, and she'll go to the line for an old school possible 3-point play. That foul is going to be on Rarick. That's the team's 9th, so the next foul is going to put Homer Center to the line for 2 the rest of the way. And that shot is up and good. That ball is going to be stolen by Homer Center. Foul is going to be on Davis, which is her first. It's going to be the team's 10th, so Homer Center will be at the line for 2 the rest of the way here in the first half. First shot by Fabin is up and it is off. It's only their second missed free throw here in the first half. Second one is good. Sharp is going to check into the game for Homer Center. Harmon with the ball for Redbank Valley. She's going to get the ball to Klaus. Tries to get the ball underneath the Foringer. It's going to be stolen away. And Kosmak is up and good. Harmon to Klaus, back up to Harmon. Harmon's going to take the 3. It's off. And it's going to go out of bounds, Homer Center ball. Almost stolen by Rarick. 3-point attempt's going to be up and it's going to be off. It's going to be rebounded by Homer Center. Elliott with the ball. She's going to dribble right. kick it back left. Back to Elliott. Back to Cosman at the free throw line. And it's up and good. So Redbank Valley with a minute left here, down 36-26. Harmon's going to get the rebound, and it's going to be stolen by Homer Center. And Homer Center is going to walk the ball up. And look for Homer Center to just take the last shot here as there's 35 seconds left. They have a 10-point lead. Elliott with the ball. No pressure on her. Rarick does come up. Elliott gets the ball over to Kaufman. She dribbles up top. Now we're down to 20 seconds. Over to Elliott. She's double teamed. And that's going to put Homer Center to the line. That's Rarick's third. So we're going to put Elliott to the line. Unofficially, we have Homer Center 12 for 14 from the line so far. And the second one is good as well. So it looks like Redbank Valley will get the last shot here. So they get the ball down to Davis, but it's stolen away. Homer Center comes up with 5 seconds left. Almost stolen. Three-pointer is off, and that's going to end the first half with Homer Center having a solid second quarter as Redbank led 16-14 after one. Homer Center takes a 38-26 lead into the half. We're going to run down scores, and then we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you for the second half. For Homer Center, in that first half, Cosmac in with 14, Sardone in with 9, Elliott with 9, Kaufman with 6, and Fabin in with 1. For the Bulldogs, Madison Foringer with 8, Kaylin Rarick in with 7, Miley Harmon in with 6, and Olivia Huffman with 5. So once again, here at the half, we have Homer Center leading the Lady Bulldogs 38-26. We will try to get you a JV boys score. They're playing over in Auxiliary Gym. And we'll be back with you here shortly for the second half of the varsity girls game, and then we're with you again after that for the varsity boys game. All right, so back here in New Bethlehem, Redbank Valley High School, getting ready to start the second half with Homer Center leading the Lady Bulldogs 38-26. Both teams in a little bit of foul trouble, as Homer Center has numerous players with 2 fouls, Redbank Valley as well, and then Rarick of Redbank has 3 fouls. So it's Redbank with the ball to start. Harmon dribbles left. She's going to get the ball to Klaus. She's going to get the ball to Huffman. Huffman's going to bring it back out, get it over to Smathers. Tries to get the ball down to Foringer. And it's going to be off. It's going to be Kosmak with the rebound. And that's going to be Kaufman driving to the basket, and that's going to be a foul on Redbank Valley. It's going to be on Smathers, her second. And if history repeats itself, Homer Center is deadly at the free throw line, as they were 13 of 15 in the first half, but first one is off. Second one is good. So it's going to be Harmon with the ball. She's going to get the ball to Klaus. Klaus gets the deflection back, gets the ball down underneath. Nice look over to Foringer, but it is stolen away by Homer Center. It's stolen back by Redbank Valley, and Klaus is up and in. So great defense by Klaus, staying with that, getting the steal, and getting the layup. Elliott with the ball. She's going to get the ball over to Kaufman's just going to hold the ball up top. Back to Elliott. Here's Kaufman just play catch with each other. And a nice little pass underneath the Kosmak, and that's up and good. That ball's going to be deflected away. Elliott with the ball for Homer Center. And then Homer Center pulls it back out. Homer Center, a District 6 team. They are in the AA class. And the first shot is rejected, but the second one, we're going to have a foul called on Redbank Valley. It's going to put Kosmak to the line. It's going to be on Foringer, which is her third. First one is up and good. And we're going to have Rarick and Bonanno checking into the game, Smathers and Foringer checking out. And the next one is up and good as well. And Redbank Valley is going to call timeout, 30-second timeout. Give us a chance to give some rundown of some other events going on. We just talked about this Thursday, girls basketball is going to be at CL. That's a 6:30 start. Once again, that is a pink out night. The wrestlers that night, they're going to be at Brockway. It's a junior high varsity doubleheader. Junior high starts at 6. Next Friday, or I guess this Friday, boys basketball is home against CL. That's a 6 o'clock start. Earlier in the day, the junior high boys will be hosting Forest. That is a B game only. Forest only having 5 boys on the team this year. Next week, we have a doubleheader over at Union. Same as tonight, so we're going to have a little different format over there, as the 2 JV teams will both play at 4:30. Then the varsity girls will play at 6, followed by the Varsity boys. Shot by Redbank is off. Homer Center with the rebound, but trapped in the corner, and it is going to stay Redbank Valley ball now as the ball goes out off Homer Center. Should be a good matchup next Monday over at Union is in first place in the north on the girls' side. Redbank is in first place on the south. On the boys' side, Redbank's also in first place in the south, and Union is tied for first place in the north. So 4 first place teams playing against each other next Monday. Once again, JV playing at 4:30, Varsity girls at 6, followed by the Varsity boys around 7:30. And I think D9 Sports is going to be there for both the Varsity girls and the Varsity boys game. Sardone in with the layup. It's going to increase the lead 45-28. Harmon with the ball for Redbank. She gets the ball over to Bond. And pass is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Homer Center ball. Fabin's going to check into the game for Homer Center. Sharp checking out. So it's going to be Kaufman that brings the ball up. Fabin with the ball. Shot is off, rebounded by Bonanno. She gets the ball over to Huffman. Huffman looks to push. Klaus with the ball up top. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Rarick's going to check in for Redbank. Bond's going to check out. Elliott's going to check out for Homer Center, and Kutchell will check in. They'll stay Bulldog ball underneath. Homer Center's going to bring the ball in. Redbank's going to pull off the press. And Redbank Valley in a man defense now. That's going to be Sardone up and in. Harmon tries to pick up that rebound. It's going to be Homer Center. And that's going to be Sardone go to the line. It's going to be Huffman's third foul, I think. It is her third. It's the team's third. First shot is good. Edmonds checks into the game for Redbank Valley, as does Davis. Bonanno and Klaus check out. And the second one is good as well. So Harmon's going to run point, bringing the ball up. 21-point lead for Homer Center. And Huffman up and in. Homer Center just looking for the cutter here. And that ball's going to be almost stolen, but we're going to have a foul on Redbank. And that's going to be Huffman's fourth. So she's going to check out of the game. Smathers is going to check in. As the Bulldogs trying to play some pressure defense here, trying to get back into this. Unfortunately, Huffman picks up her fourth foul. And that's going to be a foul on Edmonds. That's going to be the team's fifth. That's going to be Edmonds' second foul. It's going to be Homer Center ball underneath. And the ball is going to be thrown out of bounds, so it's going to be Redbank Valley ball. So Redbank Valley ball, moving the ball. Smathers, and she drills the three. Redbank Valley is going to take a timeout. Score 49-33 Homer Center. We don't have a score from the JV boys game that's taking place over in the auxiliary gym, but it was, as we were getting ready to start the second half, it was late in the third quarter. Redbank was up 15 is what we were being told. So after this game, we will have our senior night here for both the senior girls and the senior boys. And then we will have the senior or the varsity boys game as they take on Homer Center after senior night. Our JV girls will switch over to the auxiliary gym for the second part of the doubleheader tonight. Also coming up on the docket, KSAC Championship game. They've been hosting that for a few years now. This year they have added some semifinals. So Thursday the 17th will be the girls semifinals at 6 and 8. Friday the 18th will be the boys semifinals at 6 and 8. And then Saturday the 19th will be the championship with the semifinal winners, all being held at Clarion University. And then after that, we will start the district playoffs. They'll start the week of the 21st. We will know the seedings. That I think you have the 16th games count up till then. You will enter on the 17th, and they'll have a seeding meeting at some point the night of the 17th. So we'll know who is in, where everyone plays, sometime either late on the 17th or early on the 18th. We'll get times and dates and locations out to everyone for the District 9 playoffs. Redbank Valley girls are a AAA team this year, only one seed. So the champion is the only one who moves on to the state tournament. Redbank Valley, with the new classification, will actually move to AA for the next 2 years. They've been a AA girls team for numerous years. The last cycle, the 2 years, Redbank did move up to AAA. First time that I'm aware any Redbank sport has been a AAA team. The boys are still AA. AA boys actually get 3 seeds to the state tournament. Harmon with the ball. She's going to get the ball over to Klaus. Homer Center with the ball. And Homer Center hits the cutter. Shot is off. Offensive rebound is up and in by Kaufman. Rarick's going to take the three. It's off. Harmon gets the rebound. It's back to Rarick. Rarick's going to drive. Gets the ball over to Smathers. Smathers drills it. Smathers' second three of the night. Cuts the lead down to 15. Elliott's going to drive, and it's up and good. Harmon with the ball with 6 seconds left. Redbank will look to take the last shot here. And the shot by Davis is off. So Homer Center is going to take a 53-36 score to the start of the fourth quarter. Once again, immediately following this game, we will have senior night for both our boys and girls basketball teams. And then following that, we will have the varsity boys games as they host Homer Center here tonight. So this gives us time to give a shout out to our media production class, running the camera here tonight, running the computer, putting all the graphics, the scores, the time, everything out there for you to be able to see. So we thank them. Mr. Fricko, want to give a shout out to him who puts all this together. Principal Roddy Hartle as well. Everyone who's helped set up this doubleheader and senior night here tonight at Redbank Valley. So the Bulldogs will start the fourth quarter with the ball. They're down 17. Klaus with the ball. She's going to get the ball over to Smathers. Smathers is going to drive and kick the ball back to Rarick. Klaus with a nice save. She's going to go left-hand side. She's going to pull it back out. But she's going to get the ball to Rarick. Smathers with the attempt. It's off, but Edmonds is going to get the rebound, going to go up, and Foringer is going to be fouled. And Homer Center, who was in a little bit of foul trouble the first half, picks up their first team foul here in the second half. That foul is actually going to be on Elliott. That's her first. Foringer's first is good, the second is off, and Homer Center is going to get the rebound. Kaufman's going to go up with a nice runner with the left, and it's going to be good. Harmon's going to bring the ball across. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay Redbank ball. The ball's going to be stolen away by Homer Center. Fabin with the, and that's going to be a foul on Smathers, and that's going to put Sardone to the line. First one is off. Huffman checks back in. And number 12, Anna Kutcha, will check in for Homer Center. Second one is good. And Sardone will check out. Kerr will check in. Harmon drives to the basket. She's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul's going to be on Sharp. That'll be her third. It looks like our boys JV team is coming into the gym, going to the locker room, so that game must be over. First shot is up and good for Harmon. And the second shot is good as well. Homer Center with the cut. There's going to be a foul on Redbank. We don't have the score of the JV game, but we're just being told Redbank Valley did win that game that was held over in the auxiliary gym. Kutzel's first is good. Fabin is going to check in. Kaufman will check out. Second one is good as well. Nice look underneath. Huffman up and in. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. Elliott's going to check into the game. Sardone is going to check into the game. It's going to be stolen by Redbank. Huffman's going to look to push. And that's going to be a charge on Huffman. And that's going to be her fifth. And we have an injury down here underneath the basket. That's going to be Kozmak, who unfortunately looks like an ankle. So we're going to head back. That was a charge, so that's the reason why there is no free throws. And breakaway for Homer Center. Layup is up and good. That's Sardone. And that's going to be Rarick's fourth. It's going to put Sardone to the line. And that's up and good. And Elliott's going to come down with that for Homer Center, and she's going to pull back with a 20-point lead here with 5:20 left here in the fourth. Shot is off, rebounded by Klaus. Klaus gets the ball, tried to get the ball to Smathers, but it's going to be stolen by Homer Center. And Elliott's going to walk the ball up. And that's going to be rebounded by Redbank. Harmon's going to take the three. And that's going to be a foul on Homer Center. That's the team's third foul. That's Sharp's fourth. And Elliott's going to take it coast to coast, up and in. It's going to be Fabin's third, team fourth. Floringer checks back in for the Bulldogs. It'll be Bulldog ball underneath. Harmon drills it. And we're going to have a timeout, West Shamokin. I'm sorry, Homer Center. Same colors. Homer Center has a 63-46 lead, 3:17 left here in the fourth. Once again, we're back here tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. It's the Varsity girls hosting Cranberry. It will be varsity only, and that is a 6 o'clock start. Immediate following this game, we will have senior night. If you see the balloons at the entrances as you go into the gym, we will have our senior night for both the boys and the girls. Really nice crowd here. I know you can only see the side with the benches, but if you were able to see the side that we are on, it is completely full, as we have a nice crowd for the doubleheader. And we expect the same thing next Monday night for the doubleheader over at Union, as we have both Union and Redbank in first place in their sides of the division playing each other. That ball is rejected by Floringer. And that ball's taken back by Homer Center. And Homer Center is going to look to run a little weave here, kill some clock. And that's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow, Homer Center. So Homer Center goes back into the weave. First girl cuts through. Second girl comes out. And we're going to have a foul on Redbank. That's going to be the Bulldogs' 10th foul, so that's the double bonus. Homer Center will shoot 2 the rest of the way. Foul is going to be on Davis, which is her second. First one's up and good. Really impressed by the free throw shooting of Homer Center tonight. And the second one was up and good as well. They were 13 of 15 from the line in the first half. It looks like they're 11 of 12 in this half. Elliott with the ball. This Homer Center just looks to kill clock here. Up by 19, under 2 to go. And Fabian up and good. Harmon with the ball for Redbank. She's going to get the ball over to Davis. Davis drives. And we're going to have a travel. So Coach Edmonds is going to put in Bowser, Evans, Hetrick, and Ripple. And we have a timeout, Homer Center. Up 21 with 1:13 left here in the fourth. So that shot's going to be off. It's going to be rebounded by Redbank with less than a minute left. Harmon's going to take it. She's going to take it to the hole. It's going to be off, and it's going to be rebounded by Redbank Valley. And Homer Center comes away with it. So unofficially tonight, we have Homer Center went 26 of 30 from the free throw line. So they have a 21-point lead, 67-46 with 8.8 left. Harmon with the ball. She's going to take it into the paint. Homer Center comes away with it, and that's going to be it. Shot's going to be no good. So we're going to end the game with Homer Center winning 67-46. We're going to go ahead and give you leading scorers, and then we're going to let you watch the senior night activities, and then we'll be back with you for a little bit of pregame and then the start of the varsity boys game. For Homer Center tonight, leading scorer for Homer Center and for the game, Macy Sardone with 19, Molly Kosmak in with 18, Ayana Elliott with 12, Marley Kaufman in with 11, Elena Fabin in with 5, and Anna Kutchell in with 2. Once again, Homer Center was 26 of 30 from the line tonight. For your Bulldogs, leading scorer Miley Harmon with 13, Olivia Huffman in with 9, Madison Foringer with 9, Kaylin Rarick with 7, Riley Smathers with 6, and Claire Klaus in with 2. So that's going to be it for the first game tonight, the varsity girls. As you see, we're getting some things ready here down on the court for our senior night as our parents and senior players come out. And we'll get ready for them to walk in. So we're going to let you watch. We're going to have the camera on the senior night festivities. And once again, we'll be back with you for the pregame of the varsity boys game.
along with their parents. But before we introduce our Bulldogs, we would like to take a moment and recognize our opponents, the Homer Center Wildcats senior basketball players. Please join us in honoring their three seniors. Jonah Aaron, Ayana Elliott, and Marley Kochman. Congratulations to the Wildcat seniors and good luck to you in your future endeavors. While collecting the seniors' information, it was interesting to find that the 11 seniors that will be introduced to you will collectively have participated in 27 sports seasons just this year. And in total, these students, athletes, have participated in approximately 96 sports seasons since their freshman year. The boys basketball team has been lucky to have two outstanding statisticians for the past 3 years. Our first statistician is Ms. Lily Schaefer. Lily is the daughter of Dr. Chad and Mrs. Aaron Schaefer of Redbank. Lily has been a statistician for the boys varsity basketball team for the past 3 years. While attending Redbank Valley, Lily has been a member of the Bulldog volleyball team for the past 6 years and was a letter winner for 3 of those years. She has been a member of the track team for 4 years and earned track letters the past 2 years. Lily was also named second team all-conference for track and qualified for district track for 2 years. And as mentioned before, Lily has been a basketball stat for 3 seasons. She's a member of Future Business Leaders of America, where she serves as the secretary, a member of the National Honor Society for 3 years, and a peer mentor for 3 years. Lily's future plans are to attend Penn State at University Park and major in pre-medicine. Her favorite memories include learning sign language with Olivia on the bus, Sammy using Nevada as a mom, and Penn State games. Lily would like to thank the coaches for always including her as a part of the team, Diana for making sure all the girls are taken care of, and Coach Jake for his willingness to give us his yellow skills. Ms. Lily Schaefer. Our second statistician is Ms. Olivia Anderson. Olivia is being escorted tonight by her parents, Brian and Teresa Anderson of New Bethlehem. Olivia has been a statistician for the boys team for the past 2 years. She's Vice President of Student Council, Secretary of National Honor Society, has lettered in volleyball and track and field 3 times. She's a peer mentor, Student of the Week once, and her goal is to attend Clarion University to major in early childhood education and special education to be an elementary school teacher. Olivia's favorite memories include she and Lily freaking out because they never knew how to work the possession arrow, Sammy mopping the floor with Nevada, teaching Lily sign language on every bus ride, men offering me candy at every away game, Penn State games, and BRs. Olivia would like to thank her parents for driving her to each game freshman year, Lily for reminding her how to stat at the beginning of each season, Jake for giving them Skittles and offering them gum every game, and the coaches for not being mean to them for taking them to the Penn State games, and the boys for making her laugh and entertaining her. Ms. Olivia Anderson. The boys basketball team would like to thank Lily and Olivia for their time and support throughout the years. The 2 of you have been an important part of this team, and we appreciate everything you have done. Good luck to both of you in your future endeavors. We will now introduce our Bulldogs senior basketball players. Our first senior Bulldog player tonight plays point guard and wears number 0 for the boys Bulldogs team, Mr. Tyson Adams. Tyson is being escorted tonight by his parents, Bill and Robin Adams of New Bethlehem. Tyson has also been playing Bulldog basketball since elementary school. While attending Redbank, Tyson has lettered 4 times on the varsity boys soccer team, and this year was named an all-conference player. After high school, Tyson's plans include enlisting in the Air Force. His favorite memories include going to Hershey for the state championship game in football, Chris finally being able to dunk, Bryson swearing that he can dunk, Casey joining the team 2 years ago, and Nick breaking the scoring record. Tyson would like to thank his family for their support and coming to all of his games. Coach Manny for coaching him his whole life, and Mrs. Bain and Mrs. Morgan for everything they have done for him and for giving him a second family. Mr. Tyson Adams. Our next senior basketball player is Miss Katie Davis. Katie plays forward for the Lady Dogs and wears number 35. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Pastor Bud Davis and Mrs. Dawn Davis. Katie has been playing Bulldog basketball since elementary school. Katie's accomplishments while at Redbank include being a 4-year varsity letter winner in basketball and a 3-time varsity letter winner in track. She's also a member of the National Honor Society, treasurer for Bible Club, a member of FBLA, a 6th grade mentor for the past 2 years, and a member of the yearbook staff for the past 3. Katie is currently a coach and captain for the Lady Dogs this year, and her future plans include attending Clarion University in the fall to major in accounting. Her favorite memories include Riley Snouters for getting her basketball shoes, Claire airballing her free throws, Team Panera and Target trips, hanging out with Emerson and the puppies at Madison's house before games, and Riley Evans braiding the whole team's hair before games. Katie would like to first thank God for this sport and the opportunities it has brought her, her parents for always traveling to her games and supporting her every step of the way, Chris, Michael, Jason, and Kristen for always pushing them to get better each day, and for always believing in our abilities. She appreciates the endless time and efforts they have put into our team, and she wouldn't be the basketball player she is without all 4 of them. Also, thank you to Brooke for providing her experience. Casey also wants to thank her teammates for being her best friends. She is so thankful for the memories and time they have spent together on and off the court. Finally, she would like to thank all of the fans for always supporting this team and having this community always cheering them on means so much. Ms. Katie Davis. Our next senior player tonight plays the guard position and wears number 1 for the Bulldogs, Mr. Bryson Fain. Bryson is the son of Darren and Diana Fain of New Bethlehem. Bryson has been a Bulldog basketball player since elementary and junior high. While at Redbank Valley, Bryson has been a 4-year starter for the Bulldogs basketball team where he earned first team KSAC honors his junior year. He's also been a basketball captain for the past 3 years. Bryson has been a member of the varsity baseball program for the past 4 years where he received first team infield honors during his junior year and has been a captain for 2 years. This past year, Bryson was a member of the varsity football team and was awarded first team all-state quarterback by the Pennsylvania Writers. Outside of sports, Bryson is a member of the National Honor Society and serves as treasurer for student council. Bryson's future plans include attending IUP in the fall to pursue a business degree and to continue to play baseball. Bryson's favorite memories include having fun with friends during practices and games. He would like to thank all of his coaches over the years and his parents. Mr. Bryson Fain. Our next senior Bulldog player wears number 14 for the Lady Dogs and plays the point guard position, is Claire Klaus. Claire is being escorted by her parents, Alan and Shannon Klaus of Whitney. Claire has been playing Bulldog basketball since elementary school. While attending Redbank Valley, Claire has lettered all 4 years of basketball and was part of the winning team of the District 9 championship her sophomore year, where the team also made it to the second round of the state playoffs, and she's also a basketball captain this year. Claire has lettered all 3 years of track and was named second team all-conference in the 200 meter. She's been a member of student council for 6 years, and she is currently the president. She is also the treasurer for the National Honor Society, and a senior mentor. After high school, Claire's plans are to attend Waynesburg University to major in nursing and minor in business administration. She will be continuing her track and field career there as well. Claire's memories include getting in her first car accident with Adriana and Kelsey her freshman year, Chris calling her a wet noodle at practice, the trash can incident freshman year at North Clarion, if you know, you know, and getting shamrock shakes after they won the District 9 title her sophomore year. Running out of gas in the school parking lot last year, car rides and jam sessions with my children, airballing 3 foul shots in one game, almost losing her pinky finger in the doctor dish, taking and trying on an entire package of clothes at North Clarion, bloody noses and halftime pukes, and getting named Clarice at the Clarion game. Claire would like to thank her family for always making time to come to her games. A special thank you to her parents for being her biggest supporters and always encouraging her to do her best. Thank you to Chris for being her first and last basketball coach. We've really been through it all. Thank you to Jason for always being real with us, Kristen for being team mom and moral support, Mike for keeping the stats up to date, keeping the team positive, and Brooke for all the help we provided. Finally, Claire would like to thank her teammates for making the past 4 years unforgettable, and a special thank you to her 3 fellow seniors for sticking with her through it all. Miss Claire Klaus. The next senior is Mr. Christopher Marshall. Chris wears number 3 for this Bulldog team and plays the guard position. Tonight, Chris is being escorted by his parents, Mr. Emmanuel Marshall and Ms. Morgan Pence. Chris has been playing basketball as a Bulldog since elementary and junior high. Chris's accomplishments while at Redbank Valley include being named D9 Freshman of the Year in basketball. He's also a 3-year letter winner in basketball and a 2-year letter winner in football. Chris was named the District 9 Football Player of the Year this past fall and also was named a 2-way All-State player this year in football as a defensive back and wide receiver. Chris's plans after high school include attending college to obtain an MBA and to continue playing football. His favorite memories include Bryson always thinking he can dunk and beating undefeated North Clarion team his freshman year. Chris would like to thank his parents for getting him to practices and all the games and all of the sports and making him want to put the work in. Chris would also like to thank his teachers that helped him to get through to school, especially Mrs. Day. Mr. Chris Marshall. The next Lady Bulldog senior has been playing Bulldog basketball since elementary school is Ms. Madison Ford. Madison plays a forward position for the Lady Bulldogs and wears number 21. Tonight, Madison is escorted by her stepfather, Dustin Cale, and her mother, Kimberly Cale. While attending Redbank Valley, Madison has won 4 varsity letters in basketball, 3 varsity letters in track, and was named first team all-conference for discus. She also took 5th place in districts for discus and was a district qualifier for shot put. Madison was selected for the 2nd team Tri-County Weekend Career Express Basketball All-Star Team and was also named 3rd team all-conference for basketball her junior year. Madison's future plans are attending Clarion University where she will major in radiology and medical imaging. Her memories include hitting Riley in the face with a medicine ball, Riley for getting close to practice and after we take team pictures, Chris calling Claire a wet noodle during practice, and her always rolling around on the ground and falling at practice. Madison would like to thank Coach Kristen for pushing her through games and screaming at her to get the rebound and to get big. Coach Chris and Jason for yelling at her to play better and go harder during games. Her mom for always being at her games and being her #1 fan and supporter. Maddie would also like to thank her team. They are family and friends, and she's had so many laughs and amazing memories that she will never forget. Ms. Madison Ford. Our next senior Bulldog is Mr. Jack Shea. Jack wears number 10 and plays the forward position for the Bulldogs. He's being escorted by his parents, Dr. Chad and Mrs. Aaron Schaefer of the Redbank. Jack has been a player of the Bulldogs basketball team since elementary school. While attending Redbank Valley, Jack has been a travel club vice president, a member of the Future Business Leaders of America, a member of the National Honor Society for 3 years, a peer mentor for 3 years, a member of the boys varsity soccer team for 2 years, where he was better this past fall, a member of the varsity basketball team for 4 years, and a member of the track and field team for 4 years, where he lettered twice. Jack's future plans are to attend Penn State University at University Park, where he majored in finance. Jack's favorite memories include Chris and Coach James one-on-one and Cam's locker room jokes. Jack would like to thank his mom and dad for their encouragement and getting him to and from practices for years. He would like to thank his coaches for dedicating their time and energy to each of them and for making an impact on and off the court. He would also like to thank Mrs. Bain for the endless hours through the years as a sports booster representative, making sure they were all well taken care of. His teammates, his team is more than just a group of guys who enjoy the sport of basketball and challenge each other. We are a team who has had each other's back for the past 9 to 10 years, so I thank you. Mr. Jack Shady. Next up is Ms. Riley Smathers. Riley wears number 5 and plays the guard position. Tonight, Riley is being escorted by her stepfather, Kevin Smith, and her mother, Kristen Smathers. Riley has been a Bulldog basketball player since elementary school. Her accomplishments in Redbank Valley include student council for 6 years, senior class president. She has led her 3 times in basketball, led her 3 times for track, went to states for the 4x8 in her freshman year, and Riley has also been a part of the District 9 AA championship team her sophomore year, where they made it to the second round of the state playoffs. This year, Riley is in basketball captain. Her future plans are to attend the Pennsylvania College of Technology and get her degree in dental hygiene. Her memories include the girls coming over to her house before games, really forgetting something every game. Claire airballing her free throws. The team going to Panera Bread and then going to Target. Call rides with Miley. Pregame jams with Claire, Caitlin, and Liv. And Kristen telling her stories about her kids at school. Riley would like to thank her coaches for always pushing her to do better, for devoting her time to the team. Her teammates for always having her back and for always pushing her in practice. She would also like to thank her family and friends for all the love and support. Lastly, Riley would like to thank her mom for always being her #1 supporter and always being there for her on and off the court. Ms. Riley Smathers. Our last senior Bulldog of the evening wears number 2 and plays guard, Mr. Marquise Casey Gardner. Is escorted tonight by his grandmother and grandfather, Angel and Charlene Dela Cruz. Kesey has played basketball for 6 years at both Sharon High School and Redbank Valley. His accomplishments while at Redbank Valley include being named first team All-State in football, first team All-Conference 2 times for football, and first team All-KSAC in track. While at Redbank Valley, Kesey has earned 5 varsity letters. Kesey's future plans were officially decided today as he committed to California University of Pennsylvania for the fall, where he will major in education or sports medicine. His commitment today included to continue to play football as a Cal U Bulldog. Kesey's favorite memories include going to the Penn State game sophomore year and all the bus rides with Keith. Kesey would like to thank Mr. Hicks, Mrs. Bain, Ms. Morgan, Coach Meany, Coach Gold, Mrs. Harmon, and my brothers and sisters, and his grandma back home that was with him tonight. Mr. Kesey Gardner. On behalf of the Redbank Valley basketball coaching staff, the Redbank Valley sports boosters, and the entire Bulldog family, we thank all of our senior players for wearing the Bulldog jersey with pride. We are grateful for your efforts, commitments to your team, and the lessons we've learned along the way. We encourage you to continue to always do your best wherever life takes you, and thank you for the memories. Congratulations and good luck to all of our 2022 graduating seniors.
All right, welcome back here to New Bethlehem and Redbank Valley High School, where we have the second half of the doubleheader between the Redbank Valley Bulldogs and the Homer Center Wildcats. So we had our first game of the night, the Varsity Girls. Homer Center coming away with a 67-46 win. We had our senior night for our boys and girls, and now the second half of the doubleheader will be the Varsity boys. Also, during that first part of the doubleheader, the JV boys team did win, playing the auxiliary gym. And then currently the JV girls are now playing over in the auxiliary gym. So we are going to put it down to our public address announcer, Mr. Blaine Gold. He's going to do our announcements of our teams. We'll have the national anthem, and we'll be back with you for the start of the game.
Individuals are expected to be aware of their influence on the behavior of others and act in a responsible, positive manner at all times. Therefore, taunting participants, fans, or the officials is not allowed. The use of handheld banners, signs, horns, whistles, and similar items is prohibited. Any person interfering with this contest is subject to removal from the facility. And now introducing the starting lineups for the visiting Homer Center Wildcats. A junior guard, number 13, Austin Zepsek. A junior guard, number 15, Casey Harper. A junior guard, number 24, Michael Kajosic. A junior forward, number 25, Caden Vitale. And a sophomore forward, number 22, Caleb Palmer. Homer Center's head coach is Paul Bowling, assisted by Clyde Palmer, Jim McLaughlin, Johnny Saucy, and the athletic director at Homer Center is Rob Strasser. The principal is Jeremy Rainey, and the superintendent is Kurt Whitesell. Now the starting lineup for the Redbank Valley Bulldogs. A senior, number 0, Tyson Adams. A senior, number 1, Madison Ford. Senior, number 2, Casey Garland. Senior number 3, Christopher Marshall. And a senior number 10, Jack Shaker. Leading out as head coach is Emmanuel Marshall, assisted by Joe Dawkins, Lane Fuller, Dan Ion, and Dan Bain. The athletic director of Redbank Valley is Matt Dahl. The principal
Once again, welcome back here to Redbank Valley, where we have the second part of our doubleheader. The Redbank Valley Bulldogs hosting the Homer Center Wildcats. Homer Center, don't know much about them. Record currently 2-10. That can be misleading. You know, they're a District 6 team. Not sure what kind of league they're in. Sometimes some of those leagues down there are very strong. So we'll see how tonight's game goes. Redbank boys coming in with a record of 11-3. Homer Center, 19 players on the roster, only one senior on the entire roster. Starting for Homer Center tonight is junior Austin Senizak, junior Casey Harper, junior Michael Krjojic, senior Caden Vitale, and sophomore Caleb Palmer. Starters for the Redbank Valley Bulldogs, senior Tyson Adams, senior Bryson Bain, senior Marquise Gardlock, senior Chris Marshall, and senior Jack Schaefer. And Redbank Valley gets a tip. It's Bryson Bain, and he gets it over to Marquise Gardlock as we start the first quarter. And we're going to have a jump ball called, so it's going to be Homer Center ball. Redbank Valley is going to put on the full court press. Homer Center inbounds the ball. And the three is up, and it is good. That's Michael Krjojic with the three. Marshall's shot is in and out. Homer Center with the rebound. Austin Zenizak with the ball. And Harper with the ball over to look inside. Shot is no good. Rebound by Jack Schaefer. He gets it out to Tyson Adams. And Bain with the drive in the paint, and he is fouled, and he's going to go to the line. First foul of the game. And that's going to be on Casey Harper of Homer Center. And the second one is up and in. So Redbank in a man defense. That's going to be deflected off of Redbank Valley. It's going to stay Homer Center ball. And that's going to be stolen by Gardlock. Two-handed pass up to Adams. To Marshall. Up and in. So it's Homer Center with the ball up top. Zenizak with the ball. He gets the ball over to Palmer. Vitale drives baseline, and we're going to have a jump ball called, and it's going to be possession arrow Redbank Valley. Adams with the shot. It's off. Rebounded by Krjojic of Homer Center. He's going to drive. He's going to try to go coast to coast, and the runner's up and in. Gardlock's shot is off. Rebounded by Homer Center, and it's going to be stolen back by Gardlock. And Marshall's going to be fouled as he goes to the hoop. And Marshall makes both to tie this up at 5. Almost stolen by Gardlock. Homer Center gets the ball back. Shot from the corner is off, but it's going to be rebounded. And that shot's going to go off, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it is going to stay Homer Center ball. As Vitale and Bain were battling underneath. The 3 attempt is off. Bain with the rebound. He looks up. He's going to get the ball over to Marshall. And it's going to be Krajosik. He's going to bring the ball up. And the shot is in. Zenasek with the deuce. Adams with the shot, it's off. Bain with the rebound. He's going to hit Marshall, who cuts down the paint. Behind the back pass. Bain drives baseline, and it's going to be off. Rebounded by Homer Center. And again, it's going to be Krajosik bringing the ball up. Down to Vitale. Spin move that's going to be taken away by Marshall. Gets the ball up to Gardlock. Up and in. And that shot is good by Palmer. Redbank pushes. Gardlock takes it to the hole, and it's going to go out of bounds off Gardlock. It's going to be Homer Center ball. Checking into the game for Redbank Valley is Klaus, Orts, Wagner, and Moore. And almost a 5-second call on Homer Center, so we're going to have a timeout. Homer Center leading 9-7 with 3:01 left here in the first. Once again, if you weren't with us earlier, first game of the doubleheader, the Homer Center girls came into the game with a record of 10-2. They defeated the Lady Dogs by a score of 67-46. Very well contested game. Redbank led 16-14 after 1. Homer Center was up 9 at the half and kind of pulled away a little bit in the second half. Senior night was held in between the games, the 2 varsity games here tonight, and now we are in the second part of our doubleheader. The varsity boys, Redbank and Homer Center. So it's going to be Vitale that's going to inbound the ball underneath. And Homer Center is going to get called for stepping on the sideline, so it's going to be Bulldog ball. Hurd checking out for Homer Center. Krajosik checking back in. Klaus with the ball. Over to Orts. Over to Klaus. And over to Moore. Back up to Wagner. to Orts. Good ball movement from the Bulldogs. Klaus with the shot. Rebounded by Homer Center. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, but it's going to stay Homer Center ball. And that's going to be stolen. And that's going to be up and in by Owen Klaus. Redbank's going to push. Wagner with the rebound. It is rejected. Homer Center, they push, but it's going to be stolen by Wagner. And Owen Klaus walks the ball up, gets it over to Moore. And the three is good by Mason Klaus. And that's going to be a foul called on Redbank. So we're going to have Hurd and Vitale checking back in. Redbank's first team foul. Mason Klaus called for the individual foul. Homer Center tries to inbound, but it's knocked out of bounds, and it's back to Homer Center. Bulldogs up 12-9, minute 32 left here in the first. And that ball is deflected out of bounds. Shot up and good by Jonah Arone, Homer Center's lone senior. Moore with the ball, gets it up to Orts. Klaus takes it to the hole, but he's going to kick it back out. Shot is off, it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Homer Center ball. Number 2, Marcus Coy is going to check into the game. A freshman. Homer Center having a lot of trouble inbounding the ball underneath their own basket. Great pressure defense by the Bulldogs. Three-point attempt is off. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay Redbank Valley ball. Number 13, Austin Zenisek, and number 22, Caleb Palmer, check back into the game for Homer Center. Stolen by Homer Center, but stolen back by Klaus. The three is up and good. Mason Klaus with his second three. Increases the lead to 4. Little spin move. Rebounded by Homer Center. And that's going to be a foul on Redbank Valley. So that's going to put Vitale at the line. That's Mason Klaus. That's his second foul. Redbank's team second. And the first free throw is a little short. And the second one is in. Good movement by the Bulldogs. Wagner with the ball over to Klaus. Back up to his brother. He drives up and in. And that ends the first quarter with Redbank Valley leading 17-12. Leading scorers in the game for Redbank Valley: Mason Klaus in with 8, Chris Marshall with 4, Owen Klaus with 2, Marquise Gardlock with 2, and Bryson Bain with 1. For Homer Center, leading scorer Michael Kajosik with 5, Jonah Arone, Caleb Palmer, Austin Zenisak all with 2, and Caden Vitale in with 1. So our schedule looking out here the rest of the week, Tuesday, February 1st, tomorrow, we are here for girls basketball. It is varsity only against the Cranberry Berries. That is a 6 o'clock start, and again, that is varsity only. For you wrestling fans, the junior high and varsity squad will be up at Clarion. That is a 6 o'clock start for junior high, followed by the varsity. On Wednesday, February 2nd, here at 3:45, the junior high boys team are taking on Karn City. And then that night, our boys varsity team will head up to Cranberry, and that is a 6:15 JV start. So Wednesday night, 6:15 up at Cranberry. So we're back to action here in the second quarter. Homer Center with the ball, down 17-12. On the court for Redbank Valley is Adams, Schaefer, Bain, Gardlock, and Marshall. So our original 5 starters are 5 seniors for Redbank Valley. And Gardlock is going to walk the ball up. And Marshall buries the 3. Good ball movement. Homer Center with the ball. Tries to get the ball inside. Bain with the nice deflection. Ball comes up to Gardlock. Looking for a trailer. Gets the ball to Schaefer underneath. Schaefer with a fake. Gets it out to Marshall. Marshall drives. And we're going to have a charge called on Marshall. So that's Marshall's first foul, team's third. And here, let's see if we can bring this one down. And there it is! Chris Marshall with the dunk. Rebounded by Redbank. Gardlock's going to push. And he's going to be fouled and go to the line. And Marquise Gardlock's first free throw is good. And the second one is good as well. And that shot is up and good. That is Austin Zenizak. I apologize to all the Homer Center fans out there for mispronouncing those names. Bain's going to take the 3, and he's going to bury it. It's going to increase the lead to 13. And that's going to be deflected out of bounds. And that's going to go out of bounds off of Homer Center. It's going to be a Redbank Valley ball. And we're going to have a timeout. Full timeout with Redbank a 13-point lead. Gives us a chance to go back to the calendar, look at the rest of the week. Thursday, February 3rd, our girls are in action. They're going to be at CL. That is a 6:30 start. Girls varsity basketball at CL at 6:30. That is a pink out night, so anyone heading out to CL that night is a pink out night at CL. Also that night, the wrestling team is going to be heading up to Brockway. 6 o'clock junior high start, followed by the varsity. Our boys are back in action Friday, February 4th, and at home. They will host CL. That's a 6 o'clock start. Earlier in the day at 3:45, our junior high boys will be playing Forest area. That is a B game only. Forest having a small squad this year, only 5 boys. Saturday then, our junior high boys basketball team is heading down to Karn City for a tournament. Just got bracket information earlier today. First game is at 12 o'clock. Then they will follow that with another game and then possible playoffs. And then the big event on the docket is next Monday. We are at Union for both boys and girls. Doubleheader. JV and varsity. So JV boys and girls will play at 4:30. One in the auxiliary gym over in Reimersburg, one in the main gym. The varsity girls will play at 6. And then the varsity boys will follow that around 7:30. Once again, Union first place in the north in both boys and girls, and Redbank Valley first place in the south. So we expect a very competitive game there. Homer Center with the ball. It's deflected. We're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow goes to Redbank Valley. Bain with the shot is no good. Rebounded by Homer Center. And we're going to have another jump ball called. And it's going to be possession arrow Homer Center. And that is going to be over and back. Jonah Arone checking in for Homer Center. Guardlock waves Adams through. He's going to get it out to Adams up top. Rebounded by Homer Center, and they're going to look to push. And that's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay Homer Center ball. We haven't mentioned yet, but anybody at home who is not subscribed to the RV Live YouTube channel, please do so. I think we're up to 700 subscribers. Last I checked, we're trying to get to 1,000. Does a couple things that we're able to do once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So anyone who is not subscribed, please do so to the RV Live channel. Call a friend, call a relative. Please have them subscribe as well. Guardlock with the ball, takes it to the paint. Shot is off. And Marshall with the layup. Increases the lead to 15. Shot is off. Marshall with the rebound. He looks up. He hits Adams, who hits Marshall. Marshall's going to take the deep three, and he's going to bury it. And that's going to be Caleb Palmer, who's going to go to the line. Foul is on Jack Schaefer, his first, team fourth. We're going to have some mass substitutions as Klaus, Moore, Wagner, and Orts check back in. Same five who checked in earlier in the first half. First quarter, I should say. Moore's going to take the three. It's just off. Wagner gets the ball back to Moore, to Klaus, and then back to Klaus. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. And good defense coming back as Moore deflects that out of bounds. It's going to stay Homer Center ball with 1:46 left. Zenisek checks back in, as does Jackson Aron. And Lucas Hurd tries to check in, but it's a little late. And now Hurd is checked into the game. And Klaus with the three. Owen with his first three of the night, and stolen by Mason. Over to Owen, and deflected out of bounds by Homer Center. Harper and Vitale check into the game for Homer Center. Klaus to brother Klaus. He takes a three. It's a little short, and it's rebounded by Redbank, but it goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay. It's actually going to go Homer Center ball. So it's going to be Harper that brings the ball up. And he goes coast to coast, and he's going to go to the free throw line for a old school traditional three-point play, possibly. And free throws up and good. And that ball is going to be deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay Redbank basketball. Moore with the ball up top, over to Klaus. Orts with the drive, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line for 2. The first free throw is up and good. Krajosic checking back into the game for Homer Center. Lucas Hard checking out. And the second free throw is good by Orts. And the shot is up and good. That is Krajosic. So the Bulldogs with 10 seconds left here looking to get the last shot. Up 18. Klaus to Klaus with the deep 3, and it is short. And that's going to go, and that's going to count. Mason Klaus with the grab, throw, and in to end the first half. Redbank Valley taking a 39-19 lead into the half. Leading score. All right, back here at Redbank Valley where our second half starts. Second part of our doubleheader. Boys leading 39-19 over Homer Center. Marshall goes to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. Gardlock's going to inbound the ball, and it's going to be stolen by Homer Center. And it's up and good. That's Austin Zenisek. And that's going to be on the sideline. So it's going to be back to Homer Center. Redbank leading 39-21. And that's going to be Michael Krajosik. He's going to go to the line. He's going to go to the line for 2. The foul is going to be on Jack Schaefer, his second. Jack's mom and dad, Chad and Aaron, both basketball players here at Redbank Valley, and both played for Hall of Fame coaches here at Redbank Valley. Chad playing for Hall of Famer Mike Brown. Aaron playing for Hall of Famer the late Ernie Black. So it's going to be Homer Center ball once again as they bring the ball up. And the 3 is off, and it's going to be out of bounds for Redbank Valley ball. So Redbank Valley being outscored 4-0 here in the third quarter. Marshall's going to take it to the paint. Shot's going to be no good, but he's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. And the first free throw is off. And the second one is good. Bain with the rebound. He's going to look to push, and he's going to get it out to Gardlock, but it's going to be just a little bit too far, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Homer Center ball. Bain with another rebound underneath, and he's going to slow it down and walk it up. That ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Homer Center ball. Girls JV game that just ended up over in the auxiliary gym. Don't know a final score, but we are told Redbank Valley did win that game. So Redbank Valley, both boys and girls winning the JV games tonight. And we're going to have a foul on Redbank Valley underneath. Going to put Krajosik to the line. He's going to miss the first one. So if you weren't able to tune in earlier today to the first part of our doubleheader, Homer Center girls put on an impressive show from the free throw line. Unofficially, we had them 26 of 30 from the free throw line. Attempted one-handed slam off the inbound. It gives to Bain, and he hits the three. Marshall's going to look to push for Redbank Valley. He's going to get the ball over to Gardlock, and Marshall is down. Ball stolen by Bain. He's going to set up the offense. He's going to get the ball to Gardlock. He's going to get it up to Marshall. Marshall's going to take the three. It's off, but Bain unable to get the rebound. Marshall intercepts on the baseball pass. Gardlock takes over. Running point. Jonah Arone checking back in for Homer Center, as well as Jackson Arone. And we're going to have a traveling call on Homer Center. So Gardlock's going to walk it up. Little over 4 left here in the third. Redbank leading 45-23. Gets the ball over to Marshall. Bain to Klaus, and the three is good. Owen Klaus this time. Ball stolen by Klaus. He's going to get it up to Marshall. Up to Gardlock. Layup is good. And we're going to have a timeout with Redbank Valley up 27. Score 50-23. So once again, everyone at home, if you have not subscribed to the RV Live YouTube channel, please do so. Trying to get 1,000 subscribers. I think we're currently at around 700. So please call a friend, call a relative. Hit that subscribe button. Gives us a couple opportunities once we hit that 1,000 that we currently are unable to do. 3:42 left here in the third. Redbank leading 50-23 over team from District 6, south of Indiana, Homer Center Wildcats. Making the trek up here for the doubleheader. We've played them in volleyball a couple years ago. 2018, we took the trip down there. They've been up here for some scrimmages each year since then. Also, we're actually heading down there for a baseball and a softball scrimmage coming up in March. I have not seen the complex, but I'm told it is state-of-the-art. Nice complex down at, I'm not sure what the name of the park is, but down there in Homer City is the town. Homer Center is the school, just south of Indiana. So Redbank Valley with the ball. Bain's going to take the deep three, and he buries it. So that's going to put Redbank Valley up 30. That induces the mercy rule. So even if Homer Center gets the score under 30, we will have a running clock the rest of the game. So Mercy Rule is 30 points or more after the start of the second half. Clock stops only for timeouts and free throws. So the foul is called as Bain gets ready to take the free throws. The clock does stop. Bain's first is good. And his second is good as well. And that shot is up and good. That's Michael Krajosik. Guard lock with the ball for Redbank. He dribbles right. Gives the ball to Marshall. Marshall takes the three, and it's good. That shot just does not fall for Homer Center. Just off the back of the rim, off the front of the rim. Gardlock's going to slow it down here. I think he was looking to hit Marshall over there in the corner for the three. And Marshall's going to get called for palming the ball. So we're going to have some substitutions in here for Homer Center. It looks like number 2, Marcus Coy. He's a freshman. Three attempt is off, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's off of Homer Center. So we're going to have Adams, Orts, Wagner, Moore, and Schaefer checking into the game for Redbank Valley. Running clock here in the third quarter as Redbank is up 33. And Adams walks the ball up. Schaefer with the ball for Redbank. He's going to drive baseline. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to be a Redbank Valley ball underneath. And Redbank will just have enough time here to get one last shot here to end the third quarter. And Homer Center trying to get the ball in here as soon as possible. And that ends the third quarter. So it looked like we had a moving screen there called. It was a foul on Redbank Valley. Foul was called on Aiden Orts. So we're going to head to the fourth quarter with Redbank Valley up 58-25. Once again, we talked about the rest of the schedule this week. Don't forget that February 7th doubleheader over at Union. Very rare that you get 4 first-place teams all playing on the same night. We will see that night is Union girls are in first in the north. Redbank Valley girls are in first in the south. They'll play at 6 o'clock in the main gym. Following that game will be the Varsity boys. Union currently tied for first in the north. Redbank Valley tied for first in the south. I'm sorry, not tied for first. They outright are in first place. They have a 1-game lead over Karn City. Before those varsity games that night, our JV girls and boys will play at the same time. They will be playing in the auxiliary and the main gym over at Union. That start will be 4:30. So we're going to start things here in the fourth quarter. Again, running clock, other than timeouts and free throws. And that shot is up and in. Caden Vitale. So on the court for Redbank is Gardlock, Marshall, Bain, Klaus, and Klaus. And that's going to be a moving screen on number 3, Chris Marshall. It's going to be his second, team fourth. And the shot is up and in by Krajicic. Gardlock's shot is off. It's going to be stolen back by Gardlock, and he's going to take it to the hoop, and it's up and in. And the shot underneath is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Bain once again. He's going to walk it up with a 31-point lead. Redbank leading 60-29. Nice pass underneath from Bain to Gardlock, and it's up and in. And that shot is up and in. Number 22, Caleb Palmer for Homer Center. Gardlock with a layup. And we're going to have a foul on Redbank Valley. That's going to put Zenisek at the line. Clock will stop with 5:14 left here in the fourth. That's going to be a foul. It's going to be out of bounds underneath. So it's going to be Redbank Valley ball. On the court for Redbank Valley are 5 seniors: Marshall, Bain, Gardlock, Adams, and Schaefer. And the 3 attempt is in and out. Marshall looks to feed Gardlock on the run. Adams with the offensive rebound. He's going to hit Marshall coming down as a trailer. Off the Gardlock. That shot is off. Homer Center with the rebound. They're going to push. And good defense by Krajicic getting back to intercept that. And the shot is up and good by Zenisek. Nice little give and go to Schaefer, and it's up and good. Jack Schaefer with the layup. Nice use of his body and up with the left. And we're going to have a full timeout by Homer Center. 3:31 left here in the fourth. So this gives us an opportunity to thank the people that made this happen tonight. First of all, a shout out to Mr. Fricko with his
media production class. Also, his students who have been here the entire night. Gunnar Magentini sitting next to me here. Gives me the peace sign, getting all your graphics, the scores, timeouts, fouls, everything up on the screen for you. Everyone else who helps out with the camera, the computers, everyone to make this happen so we can bring RV Live to you for each home game. Also, a shout out to Diana Bain, who put on a fabulous senior night tonight. And really a shout out to all the senior parents. Just thinking about all the effort they put in, the times of running their players to gyms and practices and everything else that goes along with being a student athlete. So we would like to give a shout out to all those parents who have done everything over the years for these 5 senior boys and 4 senior girls. And then last but not least, our seniors. This event would not happen tonight, obviously, if it wasn't for them. So Bain is going to try the baseball pass up to Adams, and unfortunately, it's going to go out of bounds. So a couple football players there. Bain, the quarterback of the runner-up state championship team that headed to Hersey. Adams, kicker on that team. He was 100% in extra points this year. Shot's going to be up and good by Homer Center. Redbank's going to bring the ball up with 2 minutes left. Adams, shot's going to be deflected, but there's going to be a foul. It's going to be out of bounds, Redbank ball. Also a shout out to this nice crowd here tonight. A packed gym for most of the girls' game. And there's a 3 for Adams. The senior, as all 5 seniors now have scored tonight. And that's going to be banked in by Austin Zenisek. So we're under 2 minutes left here. Redbank with a 31-point lead. Our 5 seniors on the court: Schaefer, Adams, Gardlock, Bain, and Marshall. And it looks like Coach Marshall is going to get some mass substitutions in here, give our seniors a chance to be recognized. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Schaefer. And checking into the game for the Bulldogs, as you hear the crowd give our 5 seniors a nice round of applause. Checking into the game for Redbank, we have number 40, Brock Monrian. We have number 24, Owen Harmon. We have number 14, Trevor Rarick. Number 22, Peyton Rarick. And number 44, Caden Pago. And the rebound by Monrian. So Redbank Valley just trying to kill clock here. Under 20 seconds left. Homer Center is going to come away with it. It's going to be stolen back by Pago. Pago's going to push. As you hear screaming from the crowd to push. And one last shot falls short. So Redbank Valley coming away with a 69-39 win tonight here over the Wildcats of Homer Center. We're going to go ahead and run down the scores for tonight's game. Leading scorer for the game for Redbank Valley, Chris Marshall with 18 points. Bryson Bain, Marquise Gardlock, and Mason Klaus all in with 12. Owen Klaus with 8. Tyson Adams with 3. Jack Schaefer with 2. And Aiden Orts with 2. For Homer Center, leading scorer Michael Krajosik, he's in with 12. Austin Zenisek in with 11. Caleb Palmer in with 5. Jonah Arone with 4. Caden Vitale and Casey Harper in for 3. So we'd like to thank everyone out there for watching, Homer Center for making the trek up, everyone who put on a great show tonight, senior night for both our girls and boys, the media production team. We want to thank everyone. We will be back here tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Our varsity girls host the Cranberry Berries. It is a varsity-only game. 6 o'clock start. Our boys are back in action at home on Friday night against CL. That is a 6 o'clock start. So from Redbank Valley, New Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, our boys win the second half of our doubleheader, 69-39. We will see you tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for our varsity-only girls varsity basketball game.